What's up, what's up? It's your boy, Shampoo Master Blue, famous internet nobody, and today we are going to be showing off my green-white Zeon Aggro list. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I wouldn't say it's the, best deck, but I like the deck because it has a lot of ways to deal with every matchup, which is a lot of fun. I saw this list, I'll post the list up there or whatever, I'll post in the comments below. But I originally saw this list in Japan when a local, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool idea. I really fuck with this. It's really unique and different. And then I started playing it, and I saw some of the flaws with it at first because I was just like, how are they supposed to get to this point in the game? But I updated it a little bit. I think it still has a lot of stuff that can be updated in it and changed. But I really like it. It's a lot of fun. It's fun against aggro. It's fun against most decks. It's interesting. And let's show it off. Let's go.
All right, time for the white package of this deck. It's not big. It's moderately sized. So first up we have 4 Overflowing Affections. Of course, this card is broken as hell. And a big thing about this deck you'll see is that it wants to cycle to find a certain card. It needs to find its pilots that to function really well and really pop off. But for right now, yep, we have 4 Overflowing Affections. Gets rid of cards in our hand that we need in the trash to buff up a big boy later. We'll talk about them later. But yep, 4 of them to cycle through your hand, especially if you have a bad hand. But yeah, get rid of cards that are useless, that you don't need. And of course, why wouldn't you play 4 if you're playing white? Next up, we have the Bootleg Overflowing Affection. We play 3 Strike Gundams. They are just really good cards. They cycle through your deck just like Overflowing. Gets rid of cards you don't need or gets rid of a bad card in your hand that you don't need in that instance. And really good. I really like this card. I might put it in more of my decks, honestly. It's just like a good body for 2 cost. You get the draw and discard one. Helps out with the discard engine. And yeah, definitely love this card. We'll probably put it in more of my decks. And last but not least, the last broken white card. We have Gundam Elfrith. The card's everywhere. This card helps you early game so you don't just instantly die to aggro, which helps out a lot because this deck does good against aggro, but this card helps out with it so you don't take too much damage and shields and then you can't come back after. But yeah, awesome card to play 3 of them. Really good card. And then let's talk about the early game. So for the early game cards, we have 3 Dop. Obviously, this card is the same idea as the other cards. It helps you cycle, look at your next card, make sure it's either a pilot, or if it isn't a pilot, it helps you look for a pilot faster. Helps you just put cards you don't need at the bottom. Really like it. Turn 1 play, so if you go first, you don't instantly just have nothing to do. This helps you do something. Really like them. So 3 Dops. Next up, we play 4 Zaku 2s, the vanilla 2-2 one. 2-2, whatever, you know what I mean. Good card, just generic stats, helps deal with aggro, especially if they play the next card we're about to show. But yep, really good stats, helps you do some aggression early game too, just solid card, generic 2-2 cards, you know. And last but not least, the most broken early game card, Zaku 2, the 1-2 version. This is the card that this card deals with very efficiently because if this attacks into shields, then you kill it. So if you're playing against another aggro, these cards are really good. But yep, this card's awesome. Helps the early game, and it also helps you clear most of the time if you're playing against the aggro mirror. That's what the aggro mirror is mostly about, is that you will clear board because you have a better late game than they do, for sure. But yep, love this card. Broken early game. If you play against ramp, destroys ramp. Love this card. On to the mid game. So the mid game, we play Rick Damas. Really like him. Helps clear board and still be able to do damage into shields. Can't complain about that. And then with the pilot we talk about later, they have a cute little combo that I'd love to talk about. But yeah, solid body. Play 3 Rick Doms. Like him. He clears a lot of aggro cards very efficiently and still does damage to shields. Can't complain. Really like him. And for this card is Charzaku 2. So this card helps you look through your deck for certain cards you really need. Sometimes, this is the only issue with it that I have, is that there's been a couple of times I've been cooked by this card. Where I use this, it dies, and then my I look at my top 3, I see a Char Aznable in there, and I had to put it at the bottom of my deck, and I never see it again. That can be really annoying to deal with. And sometimes it has lost me games, but overall, just a really good card to help you grab more Zeon units. It like cycles itself and is self-sufficient. And it's a 3/2. It's a good body. And if you do already have the Char in hand, you can just use it and attack immediately. But yet, really good, helps you look for other Zeon cards and cycles itself. So it's good. It's just a good card. It's just sometimes it can really mess you up. Let's talk about like the mid to late game now. All right, for mid to late game, we play 4 Char Gelgoogs. I love this card. I don't know why I never played it before, but genuinely, level 4, 2 cost, 4 attack, 3 health, really good. I really like it, especially when the Zeon trait is on it. So like any Zeon pilot you have or future Zeon pilots, this card just gets better. Good stats, kills most things, and can attack base immediately. Which is, or to attack base with a Zeon trait, which is like a lot of Zeon pilots are pretty good. I love him. Definitely needed for the deck. That's why I have him at 4. It's good aggro. It's a good aggro card. It's a good mid-game card. It's a good clear card. It just does a whole bunch of stuff. Speaking of it, let's talk about its bigger brother, Char Gelgoog. Card is phenomenal. Can't complain about it. It's probably the best Zeon card in my opinion. Just does everything. And it has a lot of synergy with a card we're going to show later. But, yep, 4 of these. Really good. Self-sufficient unit. Plus, helps with the discard situation where you want to discard some Zeons in your grave for a big boy later. I know I've been hyping them up. But, yep, really good. Can attack life. Kill a underground desert base, which is really good against at ramp. So, it instantly kills it if you have a Char on it. Only issue with it is that if you don't have Char, this is kind of just sitting in your hand, which kind of sucks. So, like, obviously you can play it, but it's not like a good tempo play. But, yeah, really like them. Really a lot of fun. All right, let's move on to the pilots. So, for the pilots, of course, why wouldn't I be playing our GOAT? Our Lord and Savior, Char Aznable. Or Char. It's not... some guy yelled at me in my last comment. I'll put it right here. He yelled at me. He was like, it's Char, not Char. Alright, well, Char Aznable is a really good card. Anytime you put it on a unit, it gets +1 attack. So cards like this will be attacking for 5 in the base, which just kills the base. So even your little guys can get a really big buff from Char. Overall, you put it on your Gelgoogs, which is broken. You can put it on your other Gelgoogs, vanilla Gelgoogs, to get them to attack immediately, attacking for 6. So they also clear desert base. Love him. The issue is the deck really needs him all the time, so he's a very essential card to get in your hand. Never discard him. He's so essential. You really need him all the time, and this is why we have so many cards to cycle, just for we can get one of these cards. If we get one, we are good. We can do anything. We can use our Char Gelgoogs are up now. We can attack with our vanilla Gelgoogs or our other Char Zakus, which help out a lot. So it does a lot of things. It is very essential for the deck. Next up. So I had an issue with this deck where if I didn't draw this, I would just lose. So I added 2 other pilots, and it's going to be 2 Maquaves. Or however you fucking say this guy's name. I like him. He helps the Gelgoogs attack immediately, which is great. So like this is a good combo early game. You summon these 2. And it breaches 1, so if the opponent doesn't have a base up, then you can just like clear a unit, breach for 1, and still do damage to life, which is awesome. Another combo I really love is this with Rick Dom. So early game, you summon Rick Dom. You like wait a turn to kill something, summon it, use Maquave, and attack into a unit. And you can breach 3, get rid of the EX base like immediately, which is awesome. I love it. It's my like favorite combo to do. I just wish this had a trait to make it attack immediately, but that'd be too broken, obviously. But yeah, being able to breach 3 helps out a lot with EX base. And even then, like this makes this a 4/4. Elfrips are scared to block into this now because it just trades efficiently and breaches 3. Like it's just super good. and I really like it. But yeah, Maquave, definitely a welcomed card in this deck. Just does a lot of stuff and helps make it more consistent with pilots, because only having 4 pilots is brutal. And the more you played it, the more I played this deck, when it only had Char as a pilot, it was brutal. Because I didn't draw him, I would just lose. And it would just be like, cool, all right, now I got to depend on my Chars. But Maquave makes it a little bit more consistent, especially with the Go-Googs. So yeah, definitely a welcomed card for this deck. This is my tech for the deck. On to the late game. Before the late game, this is going to seem like a weird card to have in the deck. I might cut him, but it's come in clutch a couple of times. We're going to run 2 Wing Gundam Zeros. So the original list ran like 3 of them, which I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't want to see this card all the time. And like, obviously we can cycle through our deck and discard this card if we don't need it, which is like my discard fodder. But at the same time, that means you're not discarding a Zeon for the other card I'm about to show. But Wing Gundam Zero can come in clutch during late game against like blockers or like aggro. Like, if you get to turn 8 with aggro, you most likely won because you have this card. You play it, you kill their whole board, and you got momentum again. I've won games because of this card, obviously, because my opponent just like, oh, they're playing green-white. They're Zeon, whatever the fuck. All right, cool. Let me just send out all my shit. And I said, cool. And I summoned this, cleared the whole board, because why would you expect this card? This card is so funny. And cleared his whole board, and I won because of it. Like, it was actually crazy. But, yeah. It's hard to not want to get rid of these, because, like, it's just, like, doesn't do anything for the most part, unless you get to late game. But, yeah, I don't know. I like him. He's fine, but definitely a card that's on the chopping block for sure. And, of course, our GOAT, I play 3 Big Zeon. I love this card. This card is awesome. I just wish it had a Zeon Link, not just fucking Dozo Zabi, like the card no one uses. And no, I shouldn't say no one. It's a good card. It's just, you never, if you're using Dozo Zabi, you're not using Big Zam is the issue. Like, they don't function well together. But love this card. I might just take out the Wing Zeros, put an extra Zam, and then like an extra Elfrith. But yeah, Big Zam's great. The issue I'm having sometimes is that I just barely don't have enough Zeons in grave or in trash. That like, then he doesn't get his effect, and it's just a 5/6, which is fine. It's a good body. And he has Breach Forward, which is great. It's just not having, like, I usually make this my game plan against blue-white, because like destroying a whole bunch of blockers is just vital. It just does so much damage to the board that it's like definitely good. But yeah, I love him. This is the reason we're discarding all our Zeons half the time, is to get him set up and use him for late game. And even then, like, even if he doesn't have it, he's still like a 5/6. He's got a big booty, and he breaches 4, so he's still doing damage to shields. And yeah, just a big guy. Love him, of course, my favorite card in the deck. And lastly, this is going to be the bases we play. We play 4 Zanzibars. This card, I still think, is the most broken base in the game right now, just because it does so much. Turn 4, you play this, you get a Char Gelgoog for free, which is insane. Because, like, it's just, it's efficient. It's technically like a ramp card, really. Well, you're ramping to, this pretty much is like a 2 cost now, which is crazy, while having a base up. It's just ridiculous. And then you can also use this with your Char Gelgoog. So if you're like, oh, I need to play a base, but I also need to play a Char Gelgoog. Well, you can. You play the base and you get to play a Char Gelgoog for free. It's ridiculous. And it's like, it honestly is such a big play on turn 4 to do. Like, there's been so many times I've just been like, you know what? I've actually won games because I've done play base, summon, be able to deploy a Char Gelgoog for free. All right. Play this again, get the summon another Char Gelgoog for free, use both their effects, and then attack into life. Sorry, I'm off camera. My apologies. I'm like trying to adjust to it. But yeah, Char Gelgoog gets summoned too. Attack for life for the win. It's happened a couple times. It's really funny. I wouldn't recommend the play. Only do it if you know you're gonna win. But yeah, it's awesome. I love it. And this is just like, this helps get cards in your hand. It helps you play your big cards early, and like it's just good. Another thing with the discard situation that I've been talking about is that if your opponent attacks in the shields, they're also discarding cards in your grave for you, or your trash. I keep saying grave, Jesus. And yeah, I really like it. It's a lot of fun. This is the deck I've been playing. I went 3-1 and then like 2 locals. Never won with it, but it definitely has potential. It definitely has potential to be upgraded to be better, because there's definitely some stuff in here that's really good. Obviously, because it's Zeon. Zeon's broken, in my opinion. I love Zeon. But overall, yeah, definitely can have some fine-tuning to it to make it better, but I really like it, and I hope you guys enjoy this deck if you try it out. It's just a nice twist on green-white, because every time you hear green-white, like, oh, it's ramp. But with this, it's, like, unique, it's fun, and it's not just straight dumpster tier garbage, you know? Like, it has potential to do stuff. It's just, it can be hard to play. Definitely some crucial points. A big way I'd like to talk about the deck is you got to figure out what you want to do immediately. That's the issue with this deck. You want to either, if you're playing against green-white or blue-white, you want to aggro them down and just not care about board. If you're playing against aggro, you want to clear board as best you can and use Elfrips to survive. And then late game, you just play Wing Gundam Zero and just win. But overall, yeah. Just the game, figuring out your game plan immediately is very crucial while playing this deck. If you don't, you're just going to lose, and like, you can't just be like, oh, let me kind of do some clearing the board and then attacking life. Like, you got to figure out what you want to do in that moment. But enough of me rambling. Let's go to the outro, guys. Thank you.
And that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you like the deck. It's a lot of fun. I wouldn't call it meta breaking deck or anything, but it's a blast to play. It's different, especially when you're able to play green-white together. It's a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys would update or change on it. I'd love to hear it. Definitely try the deck out for yourself. Update it any way you'd like. I'd love to see you guys do something with it or make something of it, you know? But that's all. Make sure to comment below what you guys would change or what you like about the video or what you like about the deck. Obviously, my favorite part is playing Big Zam. But also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Haha. But that's all for now, guys. I hope you enjoy the deck. I'll definitely post some more Gundam videos later on. But that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Shampoo getting out of here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.